Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello. It's Facebook Live time with Barb. So that means it's 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Central, and 7 p.m. Eastern. You might notice that I have my tiny hands. And you also might notice that these tiny hands have their fingernails painted. Yes, I painted the fingernails on the tiny hands. I used a dark real red Stampin' Blend marker. Now, it doesn't stay on permanently. Like I can rub it off with my finger, and I can take it off with alcohol, and it will kind of rub off on paper if you rub it off. But it still looks good, right? I love these tiny hands. I have to tell you guys a funny little story. Last week I was using the tiny hands, and after I do these Facebook Lives, I upload them to YouTube so that people on YouTube that, maybe people don't have Facebook, whatever the case may be, so they can watch it on YouTube. So I had a lady comment a couple days ago on that video, and she said that her comment was in all caps, and it said, "Disgusting intro." Now, the only intro there is on that video is me playing with tiny hands. So apparently somebody has an extreme aversion to tiny hands. So I deleted her comment. And if she comments again, I will block her. So if you're watching this and you made that comment, you'll be blocked if you do it again. Yeah, I thought that was kind of rude. You know what I'm saying? Why do people have to, if you don't have something nice to say, just don't say anything. I mean, there's plenty of videos that I watch on YouTube, not stamping videos, but just, videos that I might not, they're not maybe my cup of tea. Maybe I feel like they're a tiny bit inappropriate, whatever the case may be. But I would never leave a comment and say something rude to someone. You know what I mean? I'm just like, whatever. So yeah, I actually had 3 or 4 comments that I had to delete because they, were kind of rude. One lady told me that I would get more views on my video if I quit all the chit chat and just got down to business. And it's really funny because the video that she commented on, I have about 7,500 views on it. My normal views on YouTube are somewhere probably around, like 500-600. So sorry, lady. Me chit-chatting did nothing to hurt my views. So I'm just like, why do people have to be rude? Seriously. So anyways, I know none of you guys are going to be rude to me. But if somebody wants to be rude, that's fine. You can go ahead and leave your nasty comment, but I will delete it and I will block you. So just keep that in mind. So anyways, I have some great projects for you guys tonight. And of course, those of you that are joining a little bit late, maybe I painted the fingernails on my tiny hands. Yes, I used a real red Stampin' Blend marker. And yeah, isn't that funny? You were like shocked. You painted the fingernails. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so there you go. All right. What do I have to say? Oh, you guys, I went to the eye doctor this week. So I told you last week that in order to get to the surgeon, you have to go to the optometrist first. Okay, fine. I'm over being irritated about that, whatever. So I went and saw my favorite optometrist. She happens to be on my Stampin' Up! Team of demonstrators. So I saw her on Tuesday. And when I went in, they did the whole thing. They check your eyes. They do the puff of air glaucoma thing. They take pictures of your eyes. And when she came into the office and she pulled up the photos of my eyes, she says, "Oh my. If I can't see into your eye, you certainly can't see out," which I thought was hilarious because no, I can't see. And so then she went and she checked my eyes, with my glasses on. My right eye is 20 vision, perfect vision. My left, 200, which apparently constitutes me as legally blind in my left eye. So, I mean, I knew it was bad, but I didn't know it was like legally blind bad. So anyway, then she sends the referral over to the surgeon, and they actually called me today and made me an appointment for April 20th. is when I see the surgeon. So that's like 6 weeks. I've realized the guy, he must be super busy. So after that, I don't know how long it'll take before I actually have the surgery. But you guys, I'm on it. I'm getting on it. I'm getting it fixed. So I see some people commenting, and you guys, thank you for having my back about those rude people. Gosh, I don't understand why people have to be rude. I would never do that. I would never, ever do that. You know what I'm saying? No matter what I thought, I would never say it. Why? Anywho. So hello, everyone. I see you guys all on here joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. People are offended by everything these days. Personally, I just brush it off. Whatever. I told my husband about the lady being rude today, and I just laughed. I said, I kind of feel bad for her, honestly. If her life is that crappy that she has to come on my video and say, you're disgusting, really? What kind of a life do you have? So I feel sorry for her, I guess. All right. My son, I just got back from the doctor with my son. It's been 8 weeks since he had his little snowboarding accident where he fell a couple of times and ended up breaking his wrist. And the doctor took x-rays again today, and they said that he needs to wear the brace for 4 more weeks. He can't lift anything heavy. So unfortunately for him, he has to work kind of with a handicap in a sense at work. He can't use his right hand, so he has to do everything with his left, which his left is kind of messed up too, because when he fell down, he landed on both of his hands. But he broke his right wrist and didn't break his left, but damaged some of the tissue in there, whatever. So his left hand's been doing all the work, which of course it's sore. So anyway, 4 more weeks and hopefully he'll be done with that. But he does get to start lifting some weight with his right hand. The guy said he could start lifting maybe 10 pounds this week because he does have a weight training class in school. And then he said, if you're doing okay and you're not having any pain, then next week you can go 15. Then the next week you can go 20 and 25. So yes, like Sue just said, her motto is, in a year, will this be important? If not, then let it pass. Absolutely not. I'm just trying to have some fun here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to brighten people's day. And I don't see what's so disgusting about this tiny hand. It's hilarious and it's cute. But I guess some people have to, there's always got to be a Debbie Downer in the group of people, right? So there you go. All right. I think that's it as far as the blah, blah, blah. I will be bringing the tiny hands back in, so if tiny hands offend you, please stop watching. All right, everyone. I am going to flip the camera, and then we will get to some fun stamping. And bear with me while I finish all these adjustments that I have to do, because I don't know why this even happens, but okay. So here is some of this junk that's going on. Let me just do a tiny adjustment here to this camera view. I think we're good. I hope it's straight. Anyway, you can probably see I have my free jumbo bow maker. So if you place a $100 order with me between the 1st and 15th of March, get my chair out of the way because now I'm a standing stamper, I will gift you with the jumbo bow maker. And I will be using it today on one of my cards. And I just wanted to show you that I have a few different sizes of bows. This is the tiniest bow, so that uses the 2 center tines right here. This is the, I call number 2 bow because it uses the second tine out from the center. And then this is the number 3, uses the 3rd tine out from the center. And I didn't make a 4 and 5 just because for me personally, I don't know as though I would need a 4 and a 5. Well, if I was making a package, I probably would. If I was making a gift bag for somebody, I would absolutely need the bigger. But for me, for my card making, it's just 1, 2, and 3 for me. So anyway, if you place a $100 order with me in my store, and Susan, I did see that you did that, so thank you so much. You're on my list, and these will be shipping out around the 1st of April. Hopefully sooner, but around the 1st of April is when I'll be able to get these out. The color may vary. It just depends on what material we use. So they might not be this royal blue. It's possible they could be this light blue. I have 2 different sizes here, but this is the one that you'll get. And there's other colors too. So I don't know what color you're going to get, but it'll be amazing. And we're going to use it today. So I will show you a little bit about it. All right. As you probably have heard, Stampin' Up! Has released the Butterfly Brilliance collection. And I am doing an online class, of course. And so if you want to get the class and the pre-cut cardstock kit for free, then you purchase my special bundle of products, which is the collection, which is the stamp set, the dies, the Butterfly Bijou Designer Series paper, and then the Natural Touch, the wood paper. I'm also including the Elegant Faceted Gems, which I have here somewhere. and the silver metallic ribbon. So here's the silver metallic ribbon. Where are my... I wonder if I stuck them in one of my buckets to use today. Well, the elegant faceted gems are part of it too. So if you buy all that stuff from me, you get the class for free. If you already have the stuff, you're a demonstrator or whatever, and you just want the class, it's $45. It includes the gems and the ribbon and the pre-cut cardstock kit. And then if you have it all, you don't need anything from me, just the online version, it's $20. However, if you are a member of Stamp Happy Academy, this is one of your free classes in March. This one, my class in March is the In Bloom. I think Kelly's is the Wonderful Window. Dina's is the Vine, something with the Vine. So there's those 4 classes are all free to Stamp Happy Academy members. If you're not a Stamp Happy Academy member, you could be, and the link is in the description of this video, as well as the link to purchase these classes. So then, my In Bloom, this is my kit to go, my class to go. It's a little bit different than the online class where I don't offer it as an online version only. It's either you get it, you pay $45 for the kit. You can add the In Bloom bundle as an option if you want. I'm also using the Best Year stamp set, so you can add that on as well. Again, the links are in the description of this video. So what I'm using in this class is I'm using the paper blooms, which was part of Celebration. So you'll get a half a pack of that, cut to 6x6. You'll get champagne rhinestones and the Seaside Spray ribbon. You will get the snail mail twine, which I guess I have a partial pack right here. Envelopes to do all the cards. You get some paper pumpkin boxes and some note cards and envelopes to make like gift card gifts in a box, is what we're going to be doing in the class. So yeah, if you're interested in that, link in the description. Let's see, this class will be ready March 19th. This class will be ready March 17th. Ooh, and our virtual retreat is coming up, you guys, at the end of the month. So if you haven't already registered, you still can register. The retreat is virtual. It's going to be all day Saturday, March 27th, but we have so much amazing content for you that it's kind of spilling out into Thursday and Friday a little bit, and then we have some wrapping up on Sunday. Your goodie box will give you $100 in Stampin' Up! Merchandise, includes the shipping, the pre-cut cardstock kit for the 12 make and take projects, and those are going to ship out on March 29th. So the retreat isn't designed for you to stamp along with us, because we will be giving away prizes, and of course we're doing a swap. So all that stuff has to go in your goodie box when we send it out. So you'll get your goodie box after the fact, but you'll get all the content. You'll get a PDF file with the links to the videos, everything, for $129. If you are a global follower of mine, I would love to have you join us. You can do that for $60. Nothing is actually mailed to you. There's nothing physical that you can touch that you'll receive. But you will get a PDF file after the fact with the link to the videos and all the instructions. And you can join the Facebook group and have all the fun. We actually started a little bit of fun today. I posted a fun, kind of get to know you, kind of fun type of meme. And so we're getting a lot of interaction with that. So it's going to be a lot of fun, you guys. And there's also 3 live presentations in the virtual retreat, one from each of us, one from me, one from Dina, one from Kelly, in addition to the 12 make and take projects. These are like bonus projects that you'll get. Okay, if you aren't aware, Stampin' Up! Does have Paper Pumpkin. You need to sign up by April 10th, and the free gift in this month, because I think Paper Pumpkin's like 6 years old now or something, you're going to get 4 stencils and a sponge to make some amazing cards. I don't know what the cards look like. I haven't seen them. It's always a surprise. I talked a little bit about Stamp Happy Academy. Your basic membership gives you our 4 online classes every month. The premium membership gives you the 4 online classes plus 3 live classes every month. The live classes are between an hour and a half and 2 hours. And basically what we do is we take a layout and we show you a few different projects using that layout. And if you have stamps that are similar size, that kind of thing, then you just follow along with us. We post the dimensions beforehand so you can gather your supplies and stamp with us if you want. And if you only want Stamp Happy Alive, it's $20 a month. So, all right, I still have some kits for my All the Chicks online class. These are some like little teaser photos of the cards in the class. All these links again are in the description of the video. I still have some sweet ice cream kits, my class to go last month. My Totally Techniques online club this month was the reverse masking technique. So I do have a YouTube video for that. I have 1 Dragonfly Garden kit to go left. So if you're interested in that, there's a link below the video. And then I have a couple of the flowering cactus. So I got a lot of online class stuff going on. And I'm super excited about it. And I'm super excited to start getting everything done for the retreat because, yeah, I've got to start making my videos. I've designed a few of my projects already, but I'm not completely finished with it yet. So these were the amazing cards I showed you guys last week. We had a fun way to use up your designer series paper. I still haven't added the inside to this. All I'm going to do is put a layer of white in here so I can put my message. But this was using the Flower and Field designer series paper from Celebration. And I have 3. The other one I did mail out that I had the inside in. So some lucky person's getting that in the mail. Here's another layout that I created using designer series papers. And then of course, adding some to your envelope is always, it's always a win when you have a pretty decorated envelope. I think I must have used one of those too because I had 4. And then we had this fun pocket card that I did using the In Bloom. And again, that is my class to go for the month of March. So there you go. All right. We did that. We talked about classes. Oh, we could bring in some tiny hands because I have a cute little project I want to share with you guys. It uses our die cut butterflies from the Butterfly Brilliance collection and Smarties. So what I like to do, Stampin' Up! Doesn't always have these nice, big, detailed butterflies. Okay, is there a way to change the date? My SSA. Denise, no. The only way you can do that is to cancel your membership and then subscribe again on a different date, whatever date you want. That's the only way you can get that done. And if you have any questions, you can message me. You can send your question to info@stamphappyacademy.com, and I will be happy to help you take care of that. So info@stamphappyacademy.com. All right. So when Stampin' Up! Comes out with large butterfly dies, I love making these tiny little treats. You can always get Easter Smarties every year. And when we have large butterfly dies, I just like to make these cute little gifts and I like to give them away to people. Back when we were doing live classes, I would gift them to my club members. Whoops, I was talking and not paying attention to where my glue dot was going. I would give them to my club members. And it's nothing exciting. I mean, you know, it's just a cute little way to say thank you. It's cheap. It's like a tiny piece of cardstock, you know, and a Smarties. And who doesn't love getting some Smarties? I don't know. And then I just put the Smartie on the butterfly. That is literally it. And then I just gift them to people. So I think what I might do this year, since I'm not having any live events in my home, I might do where, you know, you have to go to the bank or you have to go to the grocery store, that kind of thing. When I go to the doctor's office to get my eye looked at, I think I'm going to take these and gift them to people that way because I don't know what else to do with them. I love making them. I just think they're fun. They're so simple. But I mean, what a cute little thing. Oh, that didn't stick on there. Don't give me your business. Get on there. What a cute little thing to give people, honestly, you know, just a fun little thing. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that. So if you happen to have these new dies or any of our old Stampin' Up! Dies that are butterflies, this is just a cute little project that you can make and give away to people. I used to make them. Another thing I used to do with them is I'd give them to the kids when my kids were little and I'd be like the room mom and I'd make treats. This was another thing that I made because we've had dies for a long time. And so, you know, they change over the years. But yeah, so you can make a cute little project. So let me get these out of the way. And then we will bring in some stamping projects. Oh, let me get my bow maker out of here for the moment. And okay, let me get my first bucket of stuff. And it is going to be using the Butterfly Brilliance stuff. So we'll kind of bring that in. Oh, my tiny hands. We'll set those over here. I don't need them quite at this moment. We're going to be using, I think, the brick folder. We've got some gems, and then let me get my cardstock pieces out of here. Okay. So what I have to start out with is, let's see, did you see Dina's video using the cactus stamps that she lost? Yes, I totally did, Jean. And there were some rude people on her video, too, that she had to delete their comments. So, just like, I don't know, people, get a grip. So, yes, we have a layer of basic black. Ooh, I forgot to get a middle piece. We'll have to cut that later. So, we got 4.5. Wrong. 5.5 by 8.5. Then I have a piece of coral, Calypso coral, that I ran through with the brick folder through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So this was 4 by 5.25. So we're going to layer those two pieces together. I have this pattern of the designer series paper. So there are 6 different patterns in here. Do I have all of them? Or I need to get one more out of here. Hold on. Wait a minute. I've been trying to keep the 6 patterns. Oh, I do have them. Okay. So hold on. So some of them have butterflies and some of them just have beautiful, beautiful artwork. So these are the, I guess I call these the back sides to the paper. Just beautiful colors, just nice neutral things that you can use with a lot of things. I got them, Terry, I got my Easter Smarties at Walmart. I don't know where else they are. That's really the only store I have to shop in my town that I live in. So everything that I buy, I get at Walmart. And then these are the front sides, as I call them. So these all have butterflies on the patterns. And we are going to use this particular pattern today for our project because we want to make it easy. And if you didn't know, this large die in the die set will cut out these butterflies on this piece of Designer Series paper. So that's what I did. I ran this piece through with my die. And then you also have, well, let me pull my cheat sheet out. So you can also run just, you know, plain cardstock, which I did. I put black cardstock through it, and so I have my black cardstock background. And then I ran each detailed butterfly die through with a different color. So here's the big one that I used for my Smarties. I think this one would probably work too, if you didn't want to use that one. Or you could, you know, run them both through at the same time and get more done at once. And then we have these cute little solid butterflies. And then we also have 3 kind of, I don't know what you call these things. They're just interesting things. One of them does bricks, where you can cut bricks out of your paper. The other one has this kind of, I call it scritchy scratchy. That's not really a word, but it is to be. So scritchy scratchy here. And then this little blobby thing. I don't know. Yes, exactly. Oh, I know, you guys. We're talking about Mr. Potato Head. It's ridiculous. There's so many things. I don't know. I don't understand it, but whatever. It's not for me to decide or judge. And again, you know, even if I don't agree with something, I'm not going to be rude to somebody about it. You know, if that's what you want to think, or that's fine. We all have our own opinions on stuff. Okay. So I have this pattern, but I'm going to use this side of it. I die cut all those butterflies. So here are the ones I'm using on my card, but then here's the other ones. Get them out of the package here. Those. That one. There's 6. Oh, this one I'm using in another project, so I don't have it right here. And then, you guys, you'll notice, like, so that cuts like through the middle. So when you end up with these partial butterflies on the sides, you can also cut some of these out. So I went ahead and cut this partial guy out. So let me get rid of these. So we're using that one, and then here's my partial. I think I just dropped one on the floor. I need it back. Okay. So I've got those butterflies. This I can put back in the package. Ooh, another tip, you guys. I just made a video on this. When you get your stamp, where is my stamp? Here it is. Your stamp is one large stamp, okay? And then you have these little pieces that just the die cutting process, when they die cut the stamp, these little pieces are there and they come out so you don't get lots of ink in places. But you want to keep those because you can make a really cool background with that. And I'm trying to grab my card here. And then look what I did. I kind of made a cobblestone background using this stamp in Versamark. Okay, so if you haven't already, don't throw them away, keep them, and then, yeah. Okay, so there's another tip for you. Now, also, I cut my stamp apart. Now, I know some people are telling you to buy 2 stamps. I don't think you need to buy 2 stamps. I think you can buy one and just cut it. Look how I cut mine. I'm not going to trim around this and get all that rubber off. I don't think it's necessary because I've used these singly before. And I'm not catching any edges with them. I'm just careful and I'm not catching any edges. And so I can use them, but then if I want to have them be one large stamp, I can very easily put it back together because I didn't cut it crazy. I just kind of snipped in between the butterflies where, you know, the natural snipping would happen. And I can put it back together like it's a puzzle. And so I don't think you necessarily need to have 2 of these. I think one is enough and you can just cut it up. And then, you know, if you want to use it all together, you can. So there you go. Okay, so now let's get on with my card. Let me get all these things that we don't need out of the way. And let's get down to business. Or someone's going to tell me I talk too much and I need to get to business quicker. Yeah, whatever. Whoops, this is getting crooked. That's going to bug me. You guys know I'm a little bit anal. Okay, that I have. I have those. What else do I have in here? I have my little piece. I need a piece of white. What did I do with my little skinny strips of white? I have these skinny strips of white because when I cut my white cardstock, I just end up with like a 1/2 inch piece that comes off. So, anywho, that's what happens. And I'm going to use my Best Year stamp set. I took the little sentiment hello out of this. And it's right here. And then I have this beautiful, I never remember the names of these things. It's Blushing Bride metallic ribbon, I think. Yeah. So it's Blushing Bride on one side. Beautiful, kind of satiny. And then it's kind of goldish on the other side. Let's see. Cheryl's asking about the new catalog. No, Cheryl. The papers, both of the papers, the Butterfly Bijou and the Natural Touch papers, are only available through, I think it's May 3rd. Or while supplies last. So if you want the paper or want more of the paper, you will need to get that before May 3rd. Now the stamp set and the die set, these are going to be in the new catalog. Okay, but the paper is not. Okay, so we are going to use the bow maker to make a bow. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So what you do is you have a tail. So it's hanging off your bow maker. I don't know, what's that, like 1.5 inches. And I'm going to use a 2. So I'm going to come 2 tines from the middle. I'm going to come up 2 tines from the middle on the other side and cross this. So that is literally all there is to it for the most part. So then I'm just going to snip off because that's all you need. And then I'm going to push this one through the opening. I'm going to bring it up through the center. And then I'm just going to tie this like you're tying your first part of tying your shoe. Okay. And you're just going to pull that nice and tight. And then we're going to slide it off. And then we have a bow. And then we can just snip off the ends. And I love how this is giving me the gold on the loops and then just the other side on my tails. Okay. So now we can throw all this together. All right. So this, I'm going to add to the brick layer, and I'm going to use liquid glue because I think my glue is getting to the end, and when it does, it kind of likes to blob out. So I may have to grab a new one because that's going to irritate me. It would be fine if I was down here by myself and I wasn't live, but nobody wants to sit here and wait for the glue to come out. Yeah, that's too annoying. Okay, I think I got enough on there, though. Can you show how you added color to the wood grain paper? Oh, yes, Terry, I absolutely will. Because I have my cheat sheet right here. Okay. So we're going to layer that here. Is that even? I got to close my eye that, you know, I'm legally blind in so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so Terry wants me to show you how I colored the Natural Touch Designer Series paper. So you get 2 sheets of the paper in the package. I think it's like $5. It's not terrible because, I mean, you would never use a whole sheet. You would just use pieces of the sheet. And, I cannot get this out because I have no fingernails. So what I did was I took some of our Stampin' Blends markers and I just colored it. So this one here, I used my dark crumb cake and my dark gray granite. What size is this piece of DSP, Barbara? If you're wondering, it's a 2x4. 2x4. Not the sheet. Please show how you do it. Oh, how you do it. You just color it. So let me grab a little scrap here out of my package. Okay, so anyways, these are the colors that I've tried so far. This one's dark smoky slate. This one's bronze. This is dark soft suede and bronze. This is dark cinnamon cider, and then this is dark black. So I actually really like the bronze, so I will show you how to do it with the bronze. So literally, this is all you do. So I took the big end, the brush end, and I just literally colored it. That's it. That is all. That's it. That's literally it. It couldn't be any easier. And then just give it a couple seconds to dry, and then here you go. So there you have it. Super simple. And then you can make all different colors of wood, which I think is really neat. Okay. Oh yeah, I had another bow in here because I made one because I wanted to see what it looked like. Anywho, okay. I need a strip to go across here, and it's the strip of patterned paper. Where? Oh, here it is. So this is another pattern of the paper. So I cut this to, I think it's 3/4. 3/4 by 4. Yes. So 3/4 by 4. So I'm going to glue that on here too. So let me grab some seal. And we will get some seal adhesive on this. And there we go. And I'm going to put it so that it's about maybe a 1/2 inch up on my other DSP layer. So I'm closing my eyes so I can see what I'm doing. Hope it's like straight. You never can tell. Is this glue? This one feels like there's glue in it. Had a little glue booger on it, but it's fine. Okay, so I will use this glue to add my brick paper that I embossed to my layer of black. And here we go. Okay. Oh, and yes, if you guys wouldn't mind sharing the video, that would be really awesome. I would appreciate that so much. And give it a thumbs up. That always makes me happy too. And when I get this uploaded to YouTube, if you would subscribe to my channel down here in the corner when it's on YouTube, that would also help me out a ton. Okay, so that's done. So now I need to add my butterfly. So this one, like I showed you earlier, it came out of the side of the paper. So it was a little piece over here. So it's only a partial. It's not a full butterfly. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to stick it on like that. So it looks like I purposely cut it like that so it fits on the edge of the paper. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All of a sudden, I've just been kind of getting a lot more views on my Facebook and my YouTube, and I'm super happy about it. All right, so this one we'll put on with some dimensionals. I'm going to kind of angle it just a little bit the opposite direction. And then this one, I'm going to stick maybe up here. Maybe we'll tuck it underneath. So let's add a little bit of glue. There we go. So where do I want it? Like that. Okay. Then I need to ink my stamp here in black. My little hello. All right. And we'll get this right at the edge of this white paper. Is it straight? I think it'll work. Okay. And then I need it closer to the edge, so I'm going to snip off that and this. And oh my gosh, I'm looking at my hands. My hands are dry. I need some lotion, but not while you're crafting. Because if I put lotion on, then I'm going to get like oil marks all over my papers. And I'm not about that life. Okay, so we'll add my little hello to the edge here in the center of the DSP. Oh, now I touched it and I moved it. Jeez Louise. Okay. All right. Has anyone problems with their Memento turning gray? Gosh, I have not, Terry, and I have had my Memento pads for a really long time. All right, I'm going to grab one of my bows and I'm going to put 2 glue dots on it. Did I get? Yep, I got them. Okay, and I'm going to put it like right here. So I'm hiding the fact that that butterfly is only a partial butterfly. Hee hee. So it's a trick. Okay, I need to get underneath this to trim off the end. There we go. And I'm going to trim a little tiny bit off of this side too. Oh, whoops. I didn't get that very good. There we go. All right, so then the last thing I wanted to do was add some of these champagne rhinestone basic jewels. And come down here. Sometimes, you know, if your ribbons don't want to cooperate, you can force them to. Like I want that tail to come down just a tiny bit, so I'm going to take this glue dot and I want it to come down like that. So I'm going to put my glue dot here. Oh, whoops, it didn't come off. Hee hee hee. And then I'm going to put my ribbon right there because I want it to come down. So now, yes. Oh, then, what was I saying? Sequins, or no, rhinestones. So I'm just going to throw a couple of these rhinestones because it never hurts to add some bling. I am a big fan of bling. And I don't think it ever hurts to add some. I mean, unless, you know, it was a man card. I mean, my husband wouldn't. Well, I don't really honestly know if he'd notice if there was bling on a card that I gave him, but I don't. I'm not going to waste it on him, let's say that, because he wouldn't appreciate it. So he would say, that's a nice card, but he wouldn't really get it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Okay, let me throw that back in. We'll get rid of all of these supplies that we don't need out, because you know I can't stand a mess. All right, so I'm going to hide that glue so I don't keep trying to use it. Throw that back in my scrap drawer. Get this bits out of the way. Glue dots away. Ooh, my stamp. I'm going to clean that off really quick, because if I don't, I know what will happen. I will touch it and I will get ink on my hand, and that'll make me mad. Okay. Oh, I was going to show you guys. I have a few swap cards here using this butterfly stuff. Oh, this is also another card I was going to show you. So this is a card. I do a collaboration with people for paper pumpkin ideas every month. And our latest paper pumpkin, the one for February, came out. And this was my alternate card that I did for February. And that's where I got my layout. I copied myself. I copied myself a lot. And I actually copied myself from copying a swap that I got from someone else. So I copied someone else for this card, and then I copied myself to make that one. So I just think it's kind of a fun layout. It's a super simple layout. You know, you just have your 4 by 5¼ inch layer. You can do whatever you want with it. It can be designer series paper. It can be embossed. And then a 2 by 4 layer. Again, it can be embossed. It can be stamped. It can be designer series paper, whatever you want. And then this I made a little wider because my sentiment was a little wider. So this is about 1 inch by 4, and then this is 3/4 inch by 4. So there you go. All right, let me get the stuff for my next card. Oh, but before I do that, I'll show you some swaps that I got using the butterfly stuff. So here are some swap cards that you can look at while I finish cleaning up my mess and gathering my other things here that I need. Okay, we're going to do another butterfly card. I hope nobody minds. I just really like it. Okay, so this, I've already got some of this done. Okay. All right, so you had a chance to look at those. Lots of fun. Here's a little tiny strip of that wood paper. Like I said, you don't need much, you know, to have it add to your card. Okay. So here are some supplies for our next card. And here's that other butterfly I talked about that I cut out of that piece of designer series paper. Here's the bluish greenish one. Do I still have that paper handy? What's the back side of that? Yep, right here. So the die in the stamps in the die set will cut out all these 6 butterflies. And so I'm using this one. I used this one and this little side one on my previous card, and I'm going to use this one on my card that I'm going to do right now. So the first thing I already did was I took this to my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I cut out a circle, and it was this part I already threw in the garbage. Sorry. And I used, I think it was number 7. So I have my circles numbered from the inside out. So the smallest one is number 1 and they go out. So this was number 7. Okay. And that's going to layer on this piece of Misty Moonlight here. It's just a scrap. It's just enough so that when I put that on there, it shows through. Okay. So, but I'm going to stamp on this with the large background stamp. So I need a piece of copy paper. Here's a piece of copy paper. That should work. So I'm going to ink this up with Misty Moonlight. Okay, here's my Misty Moonlight. And as you know, I've already cut this apart. Doesn't make any difference that I already cut it apart. It's just like a puzzle. So now I can use it full, or I can use it individual, whatever I want to do. All right, so I'm going to come down and I'm going to get about like that. So I'm going to press this down. I see a lot of you guys are sharing this. Thank you so much. Just in case your crafty friends or, you know, if they don't have anything to do tonight, I would love to have them come and watch me and hang out. Okay, so then I could clean that off, which I'm not going to do right now, but I would. I'm going to move it way away from me so I don't make a mess. And I'm also going to, oh, look, there's ink on that. So I'm going to carefully close that. Oh, there's ink everywhere. I've just made a gigantic mess all of a sudden. So there you go. Go, Barb. Okay. So I'm going to add this to this. So that means I need some glue. And because these little points are so pointy, I'm not going to try to use seal or something like that. I'm just going to use liquid glue. Because then I can get right into that little pointy spot. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to put all the glue on this yet. Ugh, why do I do this to myself every time? All right, hold on, please. We're going to use a silicone mat because I have glue all over this. And I think I did this last week, probably too. Okay, so we are going to try to get this on so that it's even. Push that over a little bit and push it up and push it down. Just push, 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 push. Okay, I can't see very well. I'll close my eye. I think I got it. Okay, so what I was going to do before I stuck the glue all over it, gosh, hello. Hello, Janet, or Jewel, excuse me, and hello, Madonna, and Carol's with us, and Chris, and Pam, and Vicky, and Kay. Oh, there's just a ton of you guys. Yay, thank you so much. I need to put ribbon around this first. So what I like to do is I'm going to make a knot with my ribbon, and I like my ribbons to be tight, and I cannot tie a tight knot around a piece of paper to save my life. I cannot do it. The Misty Cheryl, it doesn't matter as long as it covers your hole, but I can tell you what mine is. I just had a scrap in my drawer. This one is 3 by 3 3/4, but as long as it covers up the hole, it doesn't matter what size it is. Okay, so I can't tie a knot around a piece of paper to save my life and have it be nice and tight, so I just don't even try. So this is what I do. I wrap it around a bottle, and I tie my knot, and I can tie a pretty nice knot. I mean, honestly, but I just can't tie it so that it's nice and tight on a piece of paper. Okay, so there's my knot. So I would take my loop now, and I want my knot about right here on my paper, so I will pull my loop out a little bit and I would cut it off about right here. I already did that because when I make the cards, sometimes I have to do parts of them to make sure that they're going to look nice for you guys, and it did. And so I already cut it and it's already ready to go. So now I have to put it on the back, but there's glue everywhere. Oh, and now my tape is almost out. Bear with me here. You know, when it rains, it pours. Okay, so I wanted my knot about like that. So I'm going to wrap it to the back and use some Scotch tape to hold it in place. And then I'm going to bring this end around and close my eye so I can see. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Vicky. Nice to see you girls. Okay. Now it's fine if I have glue on it because now I need to put it on my card base. But now the glue is kind of dry and I didn't get glue everywhere because I freaked out because I, put glue on it before I was ready. So now we're going to finish the glue process. Okay, I think we have enough glue on it now. And now I'm going to bring in my card base, which is a thick basic white card base. So it's 5.5 by 8.5. Oh, hold on. I see a little place where I didn't get it on there perfectly. There's a tiny bit over here, but I think I'm going to leave that. Okay, back to this again. Try to get it centered. Try to use your eyes if your eyes are good. Mine are not. For those of you just joining us, I did go to the eye doctor. I did get my eye exam, and I am legally blind in my left eye. So I definitely need to get my cataract surgery taken care of. So I did make my appointment with the surgeon, and that appointment is April 20th. So April 20th, I will see the surgeon, and then he will let me know how much longer I will be legally blind. Okay, so then I have my die cut butterfly that I got out of the paper, and I'm going to fold it just in the center a little bit so that the wings kind of puff up. And then I'm going to add it to my card with dimensionals. No, they're not dimensionals. They're glue dots. Words are hard. Okay, so I'm going to put it like right in the middle. And I'm going to use a couple of them, or 3, maybe, we'll see. Oh, that didn't come off. 2 is probably good. Okay, so we'll just set that right in the circle, like so. And my only part of this card that I didn't get done was what I was going to do about a sentiment. So I don't really know what I'm going to do about that still. But I did crop out 3 of these smaller butterflies. So I have 2 of the tiny ones, 1 of the next size. So there's 2 different sizes of them. So I have 2 of this and 1 of this. And I'm just going to use glue dots again to attach these. So I will just set them on my roll of glue dots. There we go. And then I'll add them to my card. So I thought I would start with the medium-sized one and maybe angle it like so. And then this one. And then this one up here. And I thought, again, bling. Let's do some bling. Okay, so I think we will go 2 small ones on the small one. Oh, what happened? I lost it. Come back here, you little stinker. Oh my gosh. This rhinestone does not want to be caught. However, you shall be caught. Because my take your pick tool will get you. Okay. There. No, that's not even. You know, I'm really kind of looking forward to getting my eye fixed so I can like see, because I have this horrible feeling that, you know, some of the cards I've been sending out of here possibly aren't super straight. So if you've gotten a card for me and it's not super straight, I apologize. Hopefully once I get my eye fixed, then I'll have to get new glasses, because my glasses, oh my gosh, I should show you guys my glasses. You're going to laugh at this story too. If you've been following me for a while, you probably already know about this, but if you haven't, you're going to laugh. So this is the duct tape on the temple of my glasses. I had my right eye, I had a cataract in my right eye 3 years ago this month. I got it taken care of. About 3 weeks after I had that taken care of, I needed new glasses because I can't see the distance between where I sit and my computer. So I was going to get new glasses. But the doctor had told me that I had this cataract in my left eye and that it would eventually probably need to be taken out. Fine, whatever. So I was not going to get new glasses until I got this other cataract taken care of. Well, I had this temple of my glasses underneath my Big Shot machine. This was 3 years ago. And I went to grab my glasses to take, because I had to go somewhere, and I picked them up. Well, it was stuck under my Big Shot machine and it literally just broke off. So I've had it taped with duct tape for 3 years. And it's time. They've got to go. Because I have to replace the duct tape every so often because it will eventually like fall off. Somebody says I have a rhinestone on my ink pad. Looks like there's a rhinestone on my ink pad. This ink pad? I don't think there is. It was close to that ink pad, but it's not on there. Okay. So there's the card. Then I didn't know what to do. I have a sentiment picked out. It's from the Itty Bitty Greetings stamp set, and it is the Sending Prayers. So I have my same skinny little strip of white. That's the 1/2 inch that gets cut off of all my paper when you're making layers. And I thought I would use Bermuda Bay. And so let me ink this up. I need to make myself some space. What is that? Okay, like this. And we will stamp it on this little piece of white. I may end up having to do this on the inside. I'm not sure. Teresa says, I would love to see you demonstrate the blending brush. I haven't used mine because it's so pretty and I don't want to mess it up. Teresa, I have a video coming out for you. I'll show you the card. This is a sneak peek for you guys. I haven't actually shown it. I don't think I've shown it. I have a sneak peek of this. This video is going to be coming out this week on my YouTube channel, and I'll have a blog post with it. And I did use the blending brush on this little spot here, so it's coming. So there you go. And here's my brush. Well, I actually have a few. So these are the blending brushes that I have so far. I bought 2 sets of them so far, but I need another set, I think. So I need a set for some other colors. But then Dina had given me this little tray. You can buy them on Amazon, and they're actually really handy. The blending brushes stand in there really nicely, and I have another one right here in front of me that you guys can't see that holds some more of my tools, like my scissors, a bone folder, there was a hobby blade and some Wink of Stella and some other things. And like I said, you can get them on Amazon. I can't remember how much they cost. $12, maybe $15. Can't remember. But yeah, it sits over here to the left of my stamping space, and it's just really handy to have my blending brushes in there. So yes, that video is coming. Oh, and look what I did. I stamped it upside down. It doesn't matter because it's just going to be a little scrap, but there you go. Good job, Barb. Way to see that stuff. Okay, so again, I wasn't sure where to put this. Because I have this circle here, I didn't know, I mean, it seems like it would be silly if it came in from this on this. Well, maybe. Okay, hold on. Let me try. So if I snip that off there, what if I did do my little trick? My favorite little trick for these skinny, tiny little sentiments is to do this. And you guys, you know, you can rinse your blending brushes out. It's kind of a pain, but it can be done. Sherry or Stacy says she's seen him. I don't know, Denise. Oh wait, hold on. I might have a box. Pardon me while I dig through my trash. Okay, I found it. This is what I can't remember how I found it, but this is the box it came in. So it says "So Organized, Stash and Store." You can also use these for your makeup brushes. So you might search for, you know, makeup brush holder. And this little insert piece inside there is silicone, so it's nice and rubbery and stretchy. But this is the box it came in, and there's different colors that you can get. So yeah, there you go. Always love digging through the trash for you guys. I'll do anything for you guys. Okay, so I don't know. I don't think I like that because there's the circle here, but I don't know what to do. Maybe I should just leave this and do some. Let's just do some stamping on the inside. I've made an executive decision. We're doing it on the inside. Okay, so now I do need to clean off my stamp. Because, well, I only need to clean off like one of them because I'm going to use one. But, oh wow, my whole camera's wiggling. Sorry. Okay. Get these cleaned off, and then I decide which one I want to use. Which one's the good for my sentiment piece? I think we'll go with this one. All right, so as I told you guys, I just cut it apart. I don't feel like I need to cut. I don't need to cut into it and get all the detail stuff off of it because I'm just going to be careful when I ink it up, and it's not going to make a mess. I've just decided it's not going to make a mess. Okay, so I'm going to center that on there. And I think what I'm going to do is I think we're going to do this opposite. We're going to ink up the butterfly in the Bermuda Bay, and then we're going to ink up the sentiment in the Misty Moonlight. So let me clean off my sentiment here, and we will get this taken care of. Okay. I need my scratch paper back. All right, so we're going to ink this up. I'm going to stamp it off. And then I'm going to stamp it kind of in the middle here, sort of, kind of. Lightly. It's a little crooked. It's fine. It's fine. And then I'll ink up my sending prayers. Now this time it's going to be important that it's not upside down. Okay. And we will see if we can stamp that in the center. I think that'll work. Then we won't mess up with the front because I was just kind of really struggling with what to do with that circle with my sentiment. But I think if I just leave it, it's fine. So there it is. I'll move this out of the way. Get rid of my rhinestones. I might clean this off just because if I don't, I'm going to stick my finger in it. So I guess if you live somewhere where there's a Container Store, Stacy says you can get them in the Container Store. I don't have a Container Store. I literally have nothing but Walmart. So if it's not at Walmart, then I have to find it somewhere else. Okay. So there's card number 2. Let me put some of this stuff away, you guys. I just can't stand a mess. I know Dina loves, she just keeps like making a smaller space to stamp in. I just can't. It literally, I just like, you know how you get when something's really bothering you? I can't let it go. It's just, yeah, it's crazy. Okay. Oh, dang. That's what happens when you're trying to clean. You make a gigantic bang on the thing. Okay. What did I do with that other card that I made? Do you guys remember? Do you remember? Oh, it's down here. Okay, because normally I take them and put them on the side over here so I can bring them back in when I'm done. Okay, last project. Okay, so the last project, I wanted to use my little color coach and come up with a color combination. Okay, so Stampin' Up! Does publish this, and you guys can get it. If you go to tinyurl.com/su color coach, you will find this color coach at that website. And then you can print it out on cardstock and then cut it up, or copy paper, whatever you want to print it on. It doesn't make any difference. But, all right, let's see. Jamie said, I kind of like that negative image where you stamp the large butterfly stamp over the blue. Jamie, I don't know what that means. Can you please elaborate? Sometimes words are hard for me. Also on Etsy store, it makes sales and many other products, blah, 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 blah. Yep, you are so true. You are so right. Okay, so you can get the color coached here. Excuse me. And so I was kind of thumbing through it here this afternoon while I was trying to come up with my third project. I knew that I wanted to use the In Bloom stamp set because it's my class this month. So I want to, you know, keep using it, get myself, you know, really acclimated to it, having some fun with it. So I just was kind of going along, looking at each one of the cards, you know, what would be a fun color combination. And I saw this and I thought, Blushing Bride, Poppy Parade, and Pumpkin Pie. Interesting. The scrap piece. Now I forgot what you said. I'll have to go back. So I decided I was going to go with this combination. Blushing Bride, Poppy Parade, and Pumpkin Pie. And I'm also going to throw in some Granny Apple Green because I'm using leaves and I need them to be green. So, but again, before I pull that out, that is where you can get the Stampin' Up! Color Coach and you can cut your own. Okay. So I decided to use some of my Regal's 6x6 Designer Series paper. And we're going to use a black card base again. I need to put some middles in these. So here's my piece of that paper. I also have a tag from the Tasteful Labels die set. This is one of those kind of fun tags. And then I have some pieces that I've already stamped that I might show you. So you can see how my whole thought process kind of works here. And guess what we're doing? We're doing that same layout that I did on my first card, but we're going to do it on this instead. So this is a 2x4 piece of Poppy Parade. And I did run this through the, what is it called? The textiles folder, I think. This is a 2x4 1/4 inch piece that I stamped on. Using one of these stamps in the set, this little guy right here, I stamped it in Poppy Parade on Poppy Parade. So I'm not sure exactly which one of these pieces I want to use, but, you know, we'll figure it out. So anyway, the 6x6 Regal's paper. Now, I'm pretty sure these are going to retire, you guys, because during Celebration, new Stampin' Up! Demonstrators got our new patterns of these collections. And so I would just bet that these ones are going to retire. So if you do like these patterns, you might want to get them because I'm pretty sure they're going to retire. All right. So I do have some stamps out of the set. Let me pull them out. Although I don't know which ones I'm going to be using. I don't think I'm going to use that one, but we'll see. I have that. I have a little sentiment. And then I have another little flower middle. And then I have the stem. Okay. Then I have my ink pads. So here's my ink pads. The only ink pad I'm not using is the pumpkin pie, but I do have pumpkin pie paper. So yay for that. And then I'm going to color some of my rhinestones with my black Stampin' Blend. And then I'm going to tie a little tiny bow with our twine, the snail mail twine. Okay, so what do we have here? We have, well, we'll stamp our layer first, and then you guys can tell me what you think is better. Let me bring my scrap paper back in here. All right, so I need to stamp the flower first. So I got to decide which flower I want to stamp. I think I'm going to go with this little guy here. And I'm going to do that in Blushing Bride. So let me ink that up. And I'm going to stamp it up here at the top. There we go. So I believe I am done with that. So I'm going to close it up so I don't stick my fingers in it. I'm going to bring in my little Granny Apple Green and my little stem piece. And what's kind of cool about this stem is you can put it either way. So whatever way you want the stem to go, you can just flip it. So I'm going to try to get this in the middle. So I'm looking through the stamp to the in between the petals, and then I'm kind of looking down here at the bottom to the center of the label. And so that's what I'm trying to do. And I did not get that perfectly, but you know what? I'm legally blind in one eye, so I get a pass. Okay. Then I'm going to use my Poppy Parade, and then there's this little polka dotty stamp that's in this set, and it's really cute. And I'm going to stamp it like that. Oh, you know what? I do need the green again because I have leaves. Hello. Oh, and there I got ink on it. Oh my gosh. I have a black sweatshirt on, so I'm just going to wipe it on there because who cares? Okay. So I'm going to ink up my leaves. And I'll stamp one right here. So it's a little tiny bit off of the paper. just a tiny bit. And then we'll ink up this other leaf. And we will get that one over here on this side. There we go. Now I'm done with this. Okay. Next, I need to make sure I don't have ink on my hands when I pick this up. We're going to put this together. So we have our polka dotty pattern. This is on the other side, kind of a scritchy scratchy. That's the technical name for it if you were wondering again. Okay, it's not really a word, but it's a word to me. So I'm going to add some seal adhesive to this. And we will get this on here, trying to center it. I've got my eye closed, so I can actually maybe see. Problem is the depth perception is a little off, you know, when you have to close an eye. So there you go. How can you get such a good image with no mat? I don't know, Carol. I don't know. You know, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends. I kind of got lucky, I guess. And there's no cushion under this. This is literally just like linoleum on a wood table. So there's not any cushion there. So yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I don't normally use a pad. For whatever reason, it seems to work for me. There are those occasions where it doesn't work, and then I just have to, you know, do it. It's a do-over then. Okay, so what do you guys think? Do you think it's better with the embossed layer? Here's the embossed layer. I mean, I'm not completely done with the card yet, but there's the embossed layer. So I'll let that set for a second. Or do you like it with the stamped layer? And the stamped layer is a tiny bit longer. It's a 1/4 inch longer. So what do you think? I'm kind of thinking that I like this better. It seems like there's too much pattern if I have the stamped images on there. So embossed piece, stamped piece. You guys tell me while I color my rhinestones. That's what I'll do. Where are my rhinestones? Did I put them away? I did. All right. So we've got embossed, stamped, embossed, embossed. So it's 3, 4, 5. I think we've got 1 stamped so far. I think the embossed layer is going to win, you guys. There's 2 stamped. They're embossed, embossed, embossed. Okay. I think we're going embossed, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we will put it together like that. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment on here. So I thought I would do that in black. So I've got my memento pad here. And there's a sentiment in the stamp set that says, if I can read it, "You mean so much to me." So let me ink that up. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to use my other memento pad because this one is juicier. I re-inked that one here recently. So, all right. So we're going to stamp this over here. Got my eye closed, hoping that it's going to be centered. I think it is. Wow, that closing the eye trick. Whew, that works pretty dang good. Okay. So this is what we're going to be looking at. This, like, ish, kind of, sort of, whatever. Then I thought I'd put like some rhinestones around there maybe, but I wanted them to be black since we don't have, I just think the black will make it pop. So I'm going to, let's see. I kind of want a medium. So let's go with the medium. And I need a few of these, 2 maybe, of the smaller ones. So I'm just using the bullet tip on my dark black Stampin' Blend marker. And I'm just going around here. Okay. Oh, you know what we haven't seen for a little while? Tiny hands with fingernails that are painted. Those of you guys that are maybe just joining us might not realize that I painted the fingernails on my tiny hands. How did I do that? I used a dark, real red Stampin' Blend marker. So let me just bring this back into the frame, and then we will get to work on this. Okay, sorry. I just love the tiny hands. I can't get enough of them. All right. Take your picture. Oh, I guess I got to put it together before I put the rhinestones on. Yeah, hello. Okay. We will get our glue. Again, I like using glue, liquid glue, on embossed pieces of cardstock. I just think it holds better. So what I'm doing with this layer is I'm putting it so it is equal distance on these 3 sides. Well, I'm trying, you know, I'm legally blind in one eye, so there you go. I keep telling my husband that. I keep saying, well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make your dinner tonight. You know, I'm legally blind in one eye, so it's kind of a struggle for me. He just chuckles. And then he just walks off because, you know, what's he going to do? I am going to make the food. And he knows it. And bless him, he's working nights right now, and it's not his favorite shift, so he has to go in. I have to have dinner ready for him at like 3:30 in the afternoon. Who eats dinner at 3:30 in the afternoon? Yeah, my husband. And so I have to make dinner at 3:30 in the afternoon. It was really a huge bummer when my kids were like in school. So like my husband would go to work at 3:30, and then my son would come home at 4. But then my daughter had swim practice and she wouldn't get home till 6:30. So he would have to wait until 6:30 to eat. So I'd have to make dinner twice. But dinner is the bane of my existence. I hate it so much. I can't find my dimensionals now. Oh, I found them. Yeah, I hate making dinner. I'm so sick of it. I mean, I've only been making dinner for, I don't even know, 25, 28 years. Ugh. I'm sure some of you gals have been making dinner for 50 years, you know? Wow. How do you see to drive? Jean, that's really funny because when I was getting ready to go to my optometrist, my husband said, they're probably not going to let you drive home. And I was like, ha, 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 ha. So when she said I was legally blind in that eye, I said, well, my husband said you weren't going to let me drive home. And she said, you still have one good eye. Which I thought was kind of funny. Because it is. My right eye is 20 vision. My left eye is 200. So if I just close my eyes, sometimes, you know, it's fine. And I don't, honestly, you guys, I don't drive that much. I literally don't really ever leave my house. I mean, I work here. And I work, you know, 12, 14 hours a day. So I'm always here. The only time I go out is if I have to go to an appointment or go to the grocery store. That's it. That's the only time I ever leave. And I don't do that very often. So there you go. Okay. I got 2 things left to do. I got to put my black rhinestones on there. And then I wanted to tie a bow with this twine. Now, I don't know if you can use a bow maker for this. We'll try it. I haven't used a bow maker on twine before. Is that right? Yes. Close my eyes so I can see. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to have better luck just tying it freehand, but we'll see. I hate cooking anymore, especially since I don't get a break going out. I know, it's terrible. And I don't know what to make. You know, I only have like a repertoire of like, you know, 12 or 15 things. So it's like we make the same stuff every day. Oh, well, that's all right. That worked out just fine. It might be a little bit big, so maybe I'll have to go back and do, I was going to stick this on here somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe I'm not going to stick it anywhere. No, it's too big. That's the problem. So, all right, now these bows are tied differently than a regular bow. So how do you untie them? I think you got to pull the loops. There we go. Yeah. Okay. I am just going to tie this myself because I want it to be a certain size. And so I'm going to decide what size it's going to be. Yeah. So anyways, I have like, I don't know, 12 meals that I make. And you know, I don't know. I don't like to try new things because my son can be very picky and he'll whine about it. You know, oh, what are you making? Yeah, anyway, kids, what do you do? Actually, maybe this bow is just a hard pass. I don't know. What do you guys think? Bow or no bow? Let me cut the tails off. That might make a difference. Bow or no bow? Or maybe in the middle. Okay, I'll leave that right there. You can tell me if you want the bow in the middle or maybe not. Wrap it twice. I could have probably tried that, Dolly. Let's see. Okay, so what I was talking about earlier, when you originally stamped the dark blue piece with the large butterfly stamp, you had a scrap piece of paper as a leftover would be so cute as the background with the blocked out non-stamped piece of the sentiment in the middle. I'm going to have to like really think about what you're saying, Jamie, because I'm still not getting it in my brain. Okay, what are we doing here? Bow, bow, no bow, no bow. No on the stem at the top, bow on stem. I liked it by the leaves, no bow. Nobody's agreeing, you guys. You guys all have your own idea of what we should do with the bow. We should leave it or just trash it. So, oh, maybe. What if we, no, I don't think it's good there either. Well, we're going to try some rhinestones. I think the rhinestones might be okay. We'll see. We shall see. Whoops. There's 2. And then one more. Maybe like right there. I'm kind of thinking the bow's got to go. I don't think the bow is going to work. Yeah, we're going to skip the bow. So now I need to do an inside. I got to cut myself a piece of white. Hold please 2 seconds while I jump over to my paper cutter and cut a piece of paper. Okay. Move all this stuff out of the way. Okay. So we need to do some stamping on the inside. I think we're just going to stamp basically the same thing on the inside, but I'm going to use this other little flower stamp instead of that one. Just because it's really cute, and I was really torn about which one I wanted to use when I was stamping the inside, or the outside, so. Okay. And I think we're going to kind of stamp it off the page a little bit, so that it looks a little more random. Okay. Yeah, that's a cute flower too. I really like that. So remember, you guys, this is my class to go for the month. Is this in bloom with the paper from Celebration. There we go. Leaves. Maybe we will. I think this leaves a little skinnier, so we're going to try this. Maybe a little higher on that one. Okay. And then the little middle thing, because it's just super cute. Oh, I think people hate it when you say super cute, but I can't help it because it just is. Okay. Let me close up my ink so that I don't make a mess, even though there's ink on the outside of my Granny Apple Green pad. Oh, no, there isn't, because I wiped it off on my jacket because it's black and you can't tell anyway. All right, so let me find my seal and we will get this added to the inside of the card. Okay, oh, that's just cute. I didn't use the pumpkin pie on the inside though. Oops. It's fine. It's my card. I can do what I want. Okay, there it is. So cute. It's called, where is my stamp set? It's called In Bloom, and then it does have a set of dies that comes with it. And the dies are like the actual star of the show for this particular set. Look at these die cuts, you guys. They are so cute. They're stinking cute. There's just so many of them, so many shapes of these little guys. So much fun. This is just like my favorite die set right now because there's just a million things in here that you can add to your cards. It's just crazy. I'm trying to find all the different ones that are in here so you can sort of see the difference. Oh, here's a big leaf. Yeah, there's like 24 dies in here, I think. So anyway, there's a lot of really cute dies in here, and they're all stitched like that, which I really like. I think the stitching just adds a lot of character to the images. Okay, let me get the rest of my cards. We'll bring the other cards in so you can see them. And remember, if you place a $100 order with me in my online store between now and the middle of March, I will gift you with a free bow maker, the jumbo one, you guys. The host code you need to use is in the description of the video. Link to my stores down there, all of my classes. Ooh, give the video a thumbs up if you're enjoying yourself, and subscribe to my channel down here if you're watching on YouTube, because I will upload this to YouTube a little bit later. All right, so these two cards use the exact same layout. How fun is that? And it's a layout that I copied from myself, that I copied from a swap I got for my paper pumpkin kit this month. So these are the two cards that I made. Here's the bow I did with my bow maker. Then my other card was this one. And so these two use the butterfly stamps. These two use the same layout. So there you go. All right, you guys, I think that's it for me tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you sharing. I appreciate all of your comments and your thumbs up and your hearts. That just makes me really happy. And I just love doing this every Thursday night for you guys. So I'll be back here again next Thursday. It's 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, 7 Eastern. Thursday nights right here on my Stampin' Is My Job Facebook page. All right, you guys. Have a great day and a great week, and I will see you later.